always say that my journey as an immigrant is not like the classic journey when people immigrate to another country and just basically start from the scratch. I knew who I was when I came to Canada. I have been here navigating as a new Canadian Cuban trying to explore this new environment. My name is Yaimel Lopez. I'm a graphic artist. I think my very first year in Canada, I went to Latin America Cultural Center event. My wife invited me and said, you should go there. I met many Latin American artists and people in general. It was great, find people with my same background, talking sometimes the same language as myself. It was very great, new for me, just starting my career as a Canadian Cuban artist. Feel like I'm home, so yeah, it was a very good start for me. I didn't know about the watercolor pencils until I came here to Canada. So one day I decided to explore with those materials. It's a very fun process where you don't have to really use watercolor in order to create the watercolor texture. It's fun, very expressive way of working. My work is based on memories. 4 years ago, I started working on memories because I found an old shoebox full of photos. I always try to feel connected with the photo that I'm looking at. Once I decide to work with a specific photo or bunch of photos, I decide to bring those memories, captures in those photos in my work, because I basically recreate those memories. I started working with those photos, with those memories, and because I always feel so connected to the drawing process. I started drawing using those watercolor pencils. I created about 30 pieces during 2019, 2020. I started showing my work on Instagram as a medium to promote myself as an artist. I went to a wedding one day and I met this guy, and next week he was inviting me to do this show in the Vancouver Art Gallery. He found my work very connected to the general spirit of the exhibit, so he decided to put my work in there. So it was great. The screen printing in Cuba have been always a big part of the graphic design since, so I have been working with the technique since I finished school. Coming from Cuba, sometimes we don't have all the resources in order to create what you want, right? So you have to figure it out. But here is you go to anywhere, you can find whatever you want, and you can work with that. I mean, screen printing, I always did the screen printing in Cuba, but you have to go to this place where they have the equipment. Coming here, you can go everywhere and find the screens you need, the ink, and you can really create your own screen printing studio, which is what I'm doing right now at home, in a very easy way. So it's a great opportunity. I have been told that the way I use colors is very Cuban way. I don't think about it, but many people say that you use color in a very particular way. And I believe it's because of Cuba, of course, because we are so saturated of those crazy colors in Cuba, so intense that we always put in the work in what we do. Maybe because of the tradition we have in Cuba during the 60s, 70s, and 80s, that Cuban poster movement, political and cultural poster, is very strong and is part of the Cuban cultural legacy to the world. I really felt connected to that legacy of the Cuban poster movement. And of course, you have to be able, as a graphic designer, to put something out there, to tell a story with your own tools, right? But you have to create something powerful and meaningful for people. It's not just to recreate or to advertise the movie or the whatever you're advertising, but also put yourself thoughts in that piece of art. The way I create my animation is by overlaying layers of paint on the same sheet. I start with very first layer, sometimes the background, sometimes the zoom of the character. And once it's dry, I take a photo, keep adding more movement to that background or the character. I believe that for artists, the most important is honesty. So you have to be honest with yourself. There is no way that I can escape from my experience as an immigrant. It's who I am, and everything I do, you can see the footprint of immigration. I feel like I always in the same kind of vibe that I was in Cuba, I would say. It's very mixed. I can see Latin American Cultural Center is doing a great job bringing people together. I really believe in community as a medium to push yourself and try to do the best you can in order to create, to get that community. The amount of people coming to Canada from Latin America is also bigger now than years ago. You see this beautiful movement of people from the same area, and that's great. Being on the street, talking to people, walking with other people, the influence is there. As an artist, you always have this moment when you think you are not doing well. It's like this up and down. It's not easy for me. You have to commit with your practices. No matter what, you have to keep doing it. If you are honest, some people will connect with that work. Some people not, but it's okay. So that's I would say, my philosophy behind my work. I have to commit. If you're an artist, that's what you do, and you have to do it no matter what. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I'm an artist, and I'm gonna keep doing what I love. This is what I am, and that's what I have to do, whatever I am.